So here it is, guys. My farewell game with Honor. Corbelli is here, so farewell, Honor.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
You have been the one. You have been the one for me.
What's up, YouTube, and welcome to another Guild Ball match report. Today, I'm taking my Masons into Sean's Blacksmiths. So, like I said, farewell game for Honor. Gonna start playing Corbelli. Once he gets here, he should be here any day now. And so, Sean is kicking off to me. So Sean is taking kind of the standard 6 with the Blacksmiths, Furnace, V-Cinder, Anvil, Sledge, Hearth, and Alloy. Meanwhile, I'm taking Honor, Wrecker, Harmony, Flint, Tower, and O Chisel. So got Rolando in there instead of Marbles. For the Blacksmiths, they're key to victory with Furnace as the captain. They're going for a 1-4 game. Searing Strike on that legendary is going to be very important. The Master Apprentice spacing so important on that team. And 3, they kind of want to keep a fairly dead ball, and that means keeping them on those high armored, tough Masters. So that's going to be fairly important. For the Masons, again, playing a weird Honor farewell game for her and for O Harmony. 2 goals, 2 takeouts. 1, we need to pick on apprentices for those takeouts. 2, there's some good push dodge and push on this team. And 3, using that link to get the goals and the takeouts when I need them. So this is an interesting matchup. Yes, I wanted to have Mallet in this team. I feel he's very important for the team, but didn't have him in my bag, so went with O Harmony. And it's a fitting end for Honor here to play with her sister. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up. And here we go. So after allocation there, it looks like I am going to go ahead and snatch up that ball with looks like with Harmony, and pass the ball back to, I believe I passed it over to Tower. So Sean is going to play super aggressive, just go straight into O Harmony, a charge with V-Cinder, and then get over to Tower. And with Searing Strike, he's able to tackle the ball and score a quick goal, putting the Blacksmiths up 4-0. Actually, he didn't even need Searing Strike. Sean's dice were like on super fire this entire game. But so he gets on the board first, which is a really interesting strategy. He knows that I'm playing a 2-2 game, so he's going to want to play fairly aggressive here. That's one way to try to tackle that 2-2. So I guess he's not going for a 1-4. But anyways, I throw the ball back in, use Rolando to push people around a little bit. And then the rest of this turn, I'm really just kind of teeing up V-Cinder. Because he scored a goal, but he's given me a hostage this turn. And he's also allowing me to starve him out for momentum. So I had a full stack on Honor, planning on doing other stuff with her, but hey, she's got the ball now, and she's got a couple of crowd outs, including O-Cinder and Tower there. So with Sean not having any momentum to really do anything back to me, I'm going to start just laying into V-Cinder here, rack up a ton of momentum on a tooled up Honor, and just store all of that for next turn. And I think I passed the ball over to Flint towards the end of that turn. So this footage is moving very fast, but essentially that's the gist of the game. Flint goes up towards the end of the turn, kicks in a goal, tying us at 4. Sean is going to go over to Flint with Alloy, and get some dirty knives off on Flint and start working on trying to tear Flint down a little bit towards the end of the first turn there. Throws in the ball. It lands a little bit past the snatch up point for Hearth. But yeah, I mean, his dice are they're literally on fire the entire game, and my dice are my dice. You guys remember, my dice suck balls, really. I mean, that's the technical term, sucking balls. and we'll see how that goes going to the next turn. So, but I'm in a very excellent position right now because I scored a goal. Vet Cinder's on like 2 health, and I am just ready to rock. So I'm going to go ahead and go with O Cinder and immediately take out V Cinder there. I'm sorry, with O Chisel, and then get my +2 armor, snatch up the ball, sprint back, and kick the ball to Rolando. This is a little bit of a mistake. I probably should have kicked to O Harmony. This screws up my activation order a little bit there. Sean's got some choices to do. Does he want to go back and pick on Flint a little bit more, or does he want to play a little more aggressive and go towards the ball? It looks like he's gonna come in with Furnace there, try to do some damage to O Chisel. He doesn't actually do damage to her, he just pushes her back and out because I declared a counter. I'm not sure why he was afraid of that counter, but it worked. It kind of scared him off of that play. Rolando, meanwhile, is just going to go up and push him off a little bit. And it looks like Alloy's going again. I think this is a little early in the turn, but he's going to just keep throwing dirty knives, set Flint up for the kill. Like, on low tack like that, against 4-1, to get 3 successes, like I said, dice on fire, man. Anyway, I forgot to mention that Furnace put up Legendary, so that tack +1 in the Searing Strike was pretty nice. Honor is going to take advantage of the fact that Sledge is outside of Sentinel at the moment, so she's going to Legendary in the backfield, giving Harmony and Tower a little extra influence along with herself, and she is going to start to drag Sledge towards the backfield and do some damage to him in the meantime. Why is the score I'll fix the score, hold on. Anyways, so I drag Sledge there to back into position and knock him down, drag him up a little bit. It looks like Sean is just going to go with Sledge, pick him up. He's going to knock down Honor and get into Flint. Now that was important. It was important that I did that so that he didn't have enough just auto juice to kill Flint, but he gets him pretty close. Like, he gets Flint in big trouble. He's poisoned, on fire, and knocked down now, and suffering a bit of damage. Flint, I'm just gonna, where'd they go? Get him out of there and sprint back. This is just to buy myself enough time, because those Blacksmiths are just gonna wipe me out super quick with Anvil and Sledge there. So if I don't take care of Sledge, like, this is going to be super bad. Meanwhile, Anvil's going to come back, lay into O Harmony, knock her down, knock the ball loose. Ball's going to land towards the middle of the field there, and just do a little more damage, and get some Searing Strike on her. I'm going to go with her, basically acrobatics out, snatch up the ball, and this move to the other side of him. So I can't let go of the ball, but right now I'm just sort of playing a more of a patient kind of grindy game. Grandma's going to go there, do a little bit of damage to O Chisel, and knock her down as well. Tower's going to go into Anvil, start pushing him around a little bit. Knocks him down for a second, but I don't mind. I'm not really there for that. I just need to get him into some crowd outs and just kind of keep him contained for a moment. I'm trying to look at where my second goal is coming from and where's my takeout coming from. And it's pretty clear at this point I want to go into Sledge and finish him off. That's super important. And then I want to get that goal with Harmony. Sean is going to go ahead and win initiative here, I believe. Yeah. He's going to win initiative here. Come in with V-Cinder, and this is a really nice activation, probably his best of the game. Just goes in there, takes out Flint. I did have 2 influence on Flint, so that was big. I was hoping to get a little bonus action out of him, but if I'm being honest with you, that was a little bit of a ploy. I knew he couldn't resist going in after Flint. I wanted Flint. I wouldn't mind losing Flint if that means Honor gets another activation, because Honor is going to be doing the heavy hitting here on Sledge. So Honor is going to go into Sledge. And my dice are bad. They're just bad. Dice are bad. Like, my dice are bad this entire game. My dice are my dice. Like, I'm rolling 6, 7, 8 dice in some of these cases and getting like one success, and it's pretty bad. She should have, on a full clip and a damaged sledge, she should have been able to just kill him on that activation. My idea was to kill him, then slide Harmony out and kick a goal. But at this point, I had to link activate Harmony, and she's got to finish Sledge. So she does finish Sledge. So that gives me my second takeout. But she's sitting there with the ball, and really nothing going on. And with Flint off the board, my goal threat this turn is basically out. I have to wait. I'm going to have to survive another turn is kind of how I'm figuring this out. So it looks like now Anvil is going to do a little bit of work into Tower and Rolando, knock them both down. I don't see any point to this other than if he's trying to get over to where Harmony is. And he kind of moves that way, but I don't think he moves far enough. Meanwhile, Rolando's just going to push Anvil over a little bit, and Alloy is going to go into Honor instead of Harmony. I was a little surprised by this. I thought Alloy's going to want to take the ball and maybe play for a goal later in the turn or starting the next turn. So I was a little shocked by that. Meanwhile, Tower's just going to break off and start swinging into V Cinder. And it's a good thing Sean healed V Cinder earlier in the turn when she took out Flint. Otherwise, that could have been a third takeout right there. Turn's going to end with Furnace and Hearth just doing a little beat-up jobs on O-Cinder there. So it's looking pretty ugly on that side of the board. And Sean is still winning the momentum race for another turn in a row. The only thing I got going for me is that Sean's spacing it with his masters and apprentices is pretty bad. He's not able to get. He's spread out to try to take me out and get goals, and I think that aggressive first goal really kind of put all of his apprentices out of position to where they can really synergize off their masters. So that's working pretty well. That, for me, that means I don't have to deal with Sentinel and a bunch of other stuff. Sean is going to win first activation here, and I think this is where things go critically wrong for him. He plays Lone Striker, and then he goes in with Alloy to try to take the ball. And I think that's rough because now Alloy's like tack 4, and then he's going into a crowded out situation to try to take the ball. Now his dice are still on fire. Don't get me wrong, dice still on fire. But he accomplishes next to nothing here. Now, had he gone with Sledge, I think he could have taken them both out and maybe prolong the game. But all I'm going to do is basically just activate with Harmony, get, dodge out, and score a goal. So that's going to do it. Thanks everyone for watching.